Radio Sri Lanka.
A pleasant evening and a very warm welcome to the National News Broadcast. We are coming to you live from Rupavahini's News Studios. I'm Dulanjali Ananda.
Good evening, I'm Charita Minipurarachi and let's move on to the headlines for tonight's news. Minister Tiranala says the Aragalaya had influenced the growth of narcotics and underworld activities. Relevant companies have been instructed to maintain a continuous oil supply during the festive season. An inmate at the Mathura prison dies from the disease of brain fever. Albania wins the Miss Earth 2023 crown. A drone attack on a ship in the Indian Ocean.
For those and other stories in detail on your top story. Minister Kanchana Wijayasekara has instructed the Ceylon Electricity Board to maintain a continuous power supply in the weekend and during the holidays.
He has stressed not to disconnect electricity during the weekend and the holidays for non-essential maintenance work. A Twitter message released by Minister of Power and Energy Kanchana Wijayasekara says the new guidelines based on international standards have been issued regarding disconnecting of power supply. Consumers have complained of power interruptions due to maintenance work during the weekends and holidays. The minister has given the order by taking it into consideration of these charges. The minister, which has monitored on some of these planned power disconnections, says such activities has led to the spending of large sums of money as overtime payments. The Minister of Power and Energy has also instructed the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, the Indian Oil Company and the Sinopec Company to maintain oil supplies continuously during the forthcoming festive season. The Minister has informed to maintain 50% of fuel stocks at the filling stations at all occasions. The Association of Filling Station Owners says adequate quantities of fuel are being distributed during the festive period. President of the Filling Station Owners Association, Kumar Rajapaksha, said that there are 1,400 filling stations in the island and added that all the stations have adequate quantities of fuel. He further said that fuel distribution takes place uninterruptedly during the 4-day holiday period.
Now, a detainee at the Mathura prison was reported to have died as a result of affliction of the viral disease. Director of Health Services of the prison, Dr. Hemant Ranasinghe, says 2 more other patients are undergoing treatment at the intensive care unit at the Mathura hospital. Director of Prison Health Services, Dr. Hemant Ranasinghe, said that the victim was transferred to the Mathura General Hospital intensive care unit where he had passed away last night. 2 of the 8 patients admitted to the hospital are now undergoing treatment at the ICU. He also said that measures have been taken to stop the spread of the infection in the prison.
And meanwhile, the Department of Criminal Investigation has arrested several suspects connected to the incident of smuggling Sri Lankan nationals to Myanmar. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in a media release says that the Sri Lankan government is collaborating with the government of Myanmar to secure the release of 56 Sri Lankan nationals detained in Myanmar.
Now, the Minister of Labour and Foreign Employment, Manoj Nanayakara, highlighted the significant improvement in the country's foreign reserves under the leadership of President Ranil Wickremesinghe. According to Minister Nanayakara, the foreign reserve was depleted when the current government assumed office, but it has successfully rebounded, reaching a noteworthy USD 3.6 billion. Minister Nanayakara underscored the challenges faced by the government in making decisions that resonate with the public, emphasizing that the pursuit of popular choice has often led to setbacks for the nation. He pointed out that despite the inherent difficulties, the government has managed to overcome obstacles and steer the country towards economic stability. The minister's remarks were made during the collective path to a stable country Media briefing held at the Presidential Media Centre today. Minister Manusha Nayakara further commented that politicians are often expected to make decisions that resonate with the public, as popular choices tend to garner widespread support. However, there had a pattern of groups, including US, protesting against these kinds of popular decisions. But unfortunately, such kind of approaches has led the country into economic turmoil. Even the opposition cannot escape criticism, as they have protested against decisions aimed at national development, dismissing them as mere populism. It is essential to acknowledge that such actions contribute to the country's economic downfall. When the government assumed office, the country faced a severe economic crisis with no foreign reserves. Expatriate workers possessed more assets than the central bank's dollar reserves. Despite the challenges, the government successfully increased foreign reserves to USD 3.6 billion, preventing a collapse due to a lack of dollars of imports. Upon taking office, rampant money printing had led to inflation. We addressed this issue and stabilized the exchange rate, reducing the value of the dollar from rupees 365 to 320. This prevented people from restoring to the black market for foreign currency transactions.
And meanwhile, numerous celebrations are being organized island-wide in connection with the upcoming Christmas festival. Many Christmas celebrations could be witnessed in the Colombo district as well. A Navy Christmas Carol concert under the theme Silent Christmas, Silent Navy was held at the Navy premises in Balisara yesterday. The event has been organized under the direction of the Navy Christian Association. The Navy Band and the Navy Seva Vanita unit have extended assistance for the successful conducting of the program. The chief invitee was Defence Secretary General Kamal Gunaratne, Chief of Defence Staff General Shavendra Silva, Navy Commander Vice Admiral Priyantha Pereira and Air Force Commander Air Marshal Udeni Rajapaksha were also present at this occasion. The Golf Face Green in Colombo has been decorated for Christmas since several days. Large crowds arrive daily to watch the glamour of Christmas. Similar commemorations have been organized in Torrington, Town Hall, Fort and the suburbs of Colombo. Residents in almost every town in the Puttalam districts are reported to be preparing with great interest to celebrate the Christmas. Many locations from Chilao to Negombo were seen decorated with colourful lights.
Now, the animal exchange programs are being conducted based on diplomatic relations. Accordingly, animals are being transferred from foreign lands to Sri Lanka as well as from Sri Lanka to foreign countries. This story is about 2 baby elephants sent to Japan from Sri Lanka. The baby elephants Melinda and Namali were brought to Japan in the year 2013 to mark the incident of completion of 60 years of diplomatic relations between Japan and Sri Lanka. The 2 animals, symbolizing the friendship between 2 countries, are growing in strength to the Tokuyama Zoo in Japan. 10 years after their departure from Sri Lanka, both Melinda and Namali are in extremely good health. A special celebration was held recently relating to completion of 10 years of living in the Jumbos in Japan. This was a scene of Japanese children singing a popular Japanese song on elephants in the Sinhala language.
Meeting of the Samagi Janabala Vege was held at the party office in Pitakote last evening. SJP leader and opposition leader Sajid Premadasa was also present at the meeting. It has also been reported that discussions were centered on the election scheduled to be conducted next year. A discussion was also reported to have taken at this occasion to expel Kurunegala district organizer Amita Bandara from the Samagi Janabala Bege, who has been charged with drugs-related offences.
Sajid Premadasa මහත්මයා අනිවාර්යෙන් ජනාධිපති අපේක්ෂකව වෙනවා. ඉදිරියට සම්බන්ධව අපි පසුව සාකච්ඡා කරනවා.
ඒ වගේම තමයි කුරුණෑගල සංවිධායකවරයා සම්බන්ධයෙන් කත් තීරණේ වෙනසක් වුණාද?
නෑ කුරුණෑගල දිස්ත්‍රික් සංවිධායකවරයෙක් ආසන සංවිධායකවරයෙක් නෙවෙයි. එයාව පක්ෂයෙන් අයින් කරන්නත් සියලු තනතුරු වලින් අයින් කරන්නත් අපි තීරණය කරා. අපි කියනවා ආරක්ෂක අංශවලට පොලිසියට ඒ සම්බන්ධව නිසි පරිදි පරීක්ෂණ කරලා ඒ වරදක් කළේ.
The successful cultivation of Kapuniso, or better known as Gasbandaka, which is identified to be a plant in extinction, has been reported from Mirigama. This unique plant is also included in Sri Lanka's Red Data Book. We are looking at the fertile home garden of Nihal Kumara in Madhurupitiya in Mirigama. The Kapuniso plant is considered to be a vegetable as well as a plant of Ayurvedic medicinal value, which is being used in the treatment of many diseases including diabetes and cancer.
And meanwhile, the Department of Criminal Investigation has arrested several suspects connected to the incident of smuggling Sri Lankan nationals to Myanmar. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in a media release says that Sri Lankan government is collaborating with the government of Myanmar to secure the release of 56 Sri Lankan nationals detained in Myanmar. The government has focused attention on the human trafficking of Sri Lankans under the guise of providing employment in the information technology sector. Police media spokesman and senior superintendent of police attorney at law Nihal Taldua said that at a media briefing in Colombo today that the relevant investigation are being conducted continuously. Police media spokesman and senior superintendent of police attorney at law Nihal Taldua said that several suspects have been arrested in connection with the human trafficking incident. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs says that it is aware of the situation that has been evolving in Myanmar, where Sri Lankan nationals have become victims of human trafficking for cybercrimes. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the Embassy of Sri Lanka in Myanmar have continued to actively seek the assistance and cooperation of the Myanmar authorities on the safe repatriation of Sri Lankan nationals who have been trafficked by the Myanmar since the year 2022. As a result of the rescue and repatriation efforts spearheaded by the Consular Affairs Division of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in collaboration with the Sri Lankan Embassy in Myanmar and the Myanmar government authorities, 32 victims had been rescued in the 2022-2023 period. According to the Foreign Ministry communique, Foreign Minister M.U.M. Ali Sabri has raised concerns over the safety of Sri Lankan nationals with the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Myanmar, then SWV, on the sidelines of the BIMSTEC Foreign Affairs and the Minister retreat in Bangkok, Thailand. The Minister of Foreign Affairs was also reported to have continuously raised serious concerns on the safety of the Sri Lankan nationals with the Myanmar ambassador in Colombo and sought assistance and early intervention to secure 3 rescue and repatriation. As per the information available to the ministry, at the moment 56 Sri Lankan nationals had been held in Myanmar area in Myanmar. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs is taking all possible steps to liaise the Myanmar government authorities and the International Organization for Migration to resolve the issue.
The Minister of Public Security Tiranala said that a discussion in Mirihana police grounds that the Aragalaya had influenced the growth of narcotics and underworld activities. The minister has inspected many illegal vehicles owned by criminals and subsequently apprehended in Colombo. Presidential Advisor on National Security Sagar Ratnayaka and Acting IGP Deshabandhu Thinnakone were also present. In yesterday's operations, it has been possible to arrest 132 suspects who were in the recorded suspects list of the Police Anti-Narcotics Bureau and the Special Bureau. More than 1 kilo of heroin and ice narcotics, more than 40 kilos of cannabis and around 235,000 cannabis plants were detected. In addition, the police has taken into custody more than 22,000 tablets of narcotic types of hashish and mawa. Police media spokesman Nihal Talduwa said that 1,694 raids were conducted and 112 suspects arrested. 61 of them were women.
අපි ලයිස්තුවක් හැදුවා බුද්ධියංශ මාර්ගයෙන් කවුද මේ කුඩු විකුණන අය ඉස්ලාම අපි ඒ ලයිස්තුව හැදනකොට 4665ක් දගොයදෝ තිබුණේ ඒකෙන් 1000කට වඩා මේ දවස් 7 ඇතුළතදී අපි අත්අඩංගුවට අරන් තියෙනවා.
And that's all the news we have from home. We'll be back with international news after this break.
Prima Kotumi, Fantamai.
Welcome back with international stories. Greta Zure from Albania surpassed 84 other contestants to win the title of Miss Earth 2023 at the pageant's final round in Ho Chi Minh City on Friday. The audience found her victory convincing and it aligned with the predictions from the beauty pageant website Missology, which had foreseen the Albanian contestant taking the title before the finals. The new queen, who stands 1.73 meters tall, is currently a tourism management student and a TV host. She was previously the second runner-up at the Miss Globe 2022 contest. Her engagement in numerous social activities, including a breast cancer awareness campaign, has become her calling card. She performed well throughout the 3-week competition in Vietnam and she exhibited confidence in the finals during the various performances and an English Q&A segment.
That's all the news we have for tonight. Join us tomorrow at the same time for the very latest on ChannelEye. I'm Dulanjali, together with Charita, signing off. Good night.
Good night.